Another thing that you had mentioned about filmmaking is this idea of an initial investment. Actually, I think you mentioned this in relation to your books, that you had never lost money on your books and but made varying amounts of money depending on the circumstances. But there's also the argument that if you're treating your indie authorship like a business, then it requires an investment like you would in a business. So you may be paying for an edit before you've sold any book. And so you start out on the venture in the red. Any lessons to be learned there between books and movies?
Yeah, always look at what you really need as opposed to what you think you need. Because as soon as you start putting money into it, that's money you have to earn back if you're insisting on earning back money. If you're going to spend money, make sure you spend the right money. For example, your cover in both movies and books, that key art is very important. It's becoming more and more important for movies because they're so much like books when it comes to how people find them on streaming services. You don't have a very large image. Depending on streaming service, they might run a trailer for you to see it. And so you need to spend the right amount of money on getting that key art image, what used to be called the poster, but it's not really a poster anymore because it's sometimes postage stamp size. The same issue you have with your book, if you have not put the right amount of money into that cover, if you've gone to a friend of a friend who says they have a degree in graphic design, but they don't understand the book business or the movie business, then you're just throwing money away at that point. You want to make sure you're spending the right money. But as with books, there's not a lot of money you need to put out right at the beginning. And there's sometimes a tendency to go, I've got to encompass the whole universe here, which means I need to go and pay for 3 or 4 different seminars and keep buying seminars to help me. I need to keep buying books on how to write books. And a lot of that is just you're doing stuff so you don't have to actually do what you set out to do. Sure, a little bit of education up front is great, but if that's all you're doing and you're never getting the work done, then you're just throwing the money away.